Okay, we just walked out of the InstaCare and like the craziest thing happened. And she gave us this thing, Merry Christmas, from the Christmas elf. What was inside of it?
A $50 bill.
That really was so kind. And I sort of want to give it to somebody else.
Mtmfam, welcome to the vlog today. So right now we have a basketball game and it's very early.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Grandpa's gonna take it. Go kick him in the shins.
Yeah.
Good job, girls. You did good.
Well, some days go as planned and some days they do not. And so far, let me just be honest, I hate winter. I hate winter and I hate winter because of the germs so much, because I just feel like, that was weird. The lights were dimming and flashing. Maybe our house is haunted. How does your TV turn on in the middle of the night? Like, I just feel like we've been passing sickness from one person to one person, and not the same thing. So I guess passing isn't the right word to say, but like picking up all of these germs and bugs. The girls woke up, they went to their activities, had a good day, but then kind of as the day was on, Ember was like, there's a little tickle in my throat, kind of getting a cough. I'm kind of feel like I'm losing my voice. And then just over the last like hour or so, she sounds like croup is totally settling in. Probably hate croup more than just about any of the sicknesses in the world, but she gets it pretty bad and I don't want to end up taking her to the ER at like 12 o'clock at night. So we're just kind of like going in probably before I would, but I just want to take her in, probably get her like a steroid or something now so that we don't have to worry about that in the middle of the night. But we'll tell you guys some of like the things that we do when our kids are sick, some of the things that we keep at our house, things like that, because apparently that's all we're going to do for the next couple of weeks throughout winter. Just be sick. Sounds fun, right? There's the little sickie back there. Well, at least you're smiling.
Because I get embarrassed when people are filming me.
Oh, is that your voice right now? Well, good news. Just kidding, not. We just pulled up to the InstaCare and the waiting room is like hopping, which I'm not surprised because everyone and their dog is sick right now, but that means it's gonna be a long night. Fun for me and Ember. At least we're like getting a little date. Ember, it's like a date. We're just gonna pretend that it is. Okay, the nurse just came and checked on Ember. How was it?
Good.
Good. What did they do? They weighed you and they saw how tall you were.
And they put a thing to see how I was breathing.
Yep, they put the pulse ox on her finger.
And then
What about your arm?
they put something on my arm.
Yes.
It got tighter.
It's called a blood pressure cuff.
What does it do?
Checks your blood pressure.
See how much blood, how fast it's going?
Mm-hmm. So we've passed, she passed all her tests. They said, you're alive.
Yay.
Yay, she says. And now we just wait for the doctor. Okay, we just walked out of the InstaCare and like the craziest thing happened. This girl ran up to us and she said, I just wanted to give this to you. And she gave us this thing, Merry Christmas, from the Christmas elf. What was inside of it?
A $50 bill.
I'm gonna cry. That was so thoughtful.
Can I have it?
Ember's like, can I have the money? That really was so kind. And I sort of want to give it to somebody else. I love the holiday spirit, even if I'm mad at winter right now for making my kids all sick. That was so sweet. Okay, we got Ember in her room. How you feeling, sis?
My throat hurts.
Your throat hurts. Yeah, she just took some medicine. We got the humidifier on right here.
The medicine was disgusting.
The medicine, yes. The doctor gave her like a steroid that was like a pill she had to chew up, and it is pretty gross.
It was disgusting.
It was pretty gross, but she just took some Tylenol. We're gonna give her some ibuprofen in a little bit, but I'm gonna let her keep a little ice water by her bed, just because I feel like when you have croup and the swelling in your like,
it'd be weird if you had a popsicle and while you were asleep.
yeah, you can't have a popsicle while you're asleep, but just so that while she's sleeping, if she feels like she wants a drink of cool water, I feel like the cold kind of helps with the swelling in the airway when you have croup. So I'm gonna put this Vicks on her chest, and we're gonna have her sleep with the humidifier. Like I said, give her the medicines. And luckily it's winter, so we can take her outside if she really starts to have a hard time. But I feel like if you get on top of it with the ibuprofen and the Tylenol and make sure they have cool things to drink and eat. We got her some popsicles at the store, that it really does help you stay on top of it. So Ember has had croup multiple times. I just feel like
that were very, very bad.
Yes, she's had it a few times. I feel like Bodhi got croup quite a bit and Ember's got croup quite a bit. And so you kind of learn the things that work for your kids. Not that you want to know those things, but I'm glad that we kind of have a little bit better toolbox for when they get sick. I also got her a couple of these honey lemon cough drops, and then she drank a little bit of honey and water before she went to bed, so that hopefully she can calm down that cough so that she doesn't irritate her throat, so that she can sleep. It's only 11:30, which means it's not very late at all. And Ember's already come out of her room saying that she's having a hard time breathing. So we were sitting out on the porch for a little bit, but then she was just shivering cold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Cozy go downstairs and sleep with Brielle. And then we're gonna put Ember on Cozy's bed, because Cozy's bed's kind of by the window. And we're gonna crack the window so she can get some cold air but still stay bundled up. I hate this so much, I can't even tell you. She said she feels a little bit better, but I have a feeling we're not gonna get very much rest tonight. What do you think?
I concur.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a rough night.
We just hope we do, because that means
I know.
did okay.
But I wanted to go back to earlier today when we were leaving the InstaCare and someone gave us $50. I wasn't sure what to do with it. I didn't film this part, so we weren't sure what to do with it. We were debating about giving it to somebody else. And then I went to the grocery store and I bought some medicine for Ember, and I bought some popsicles for her and stuff like that. I used that money, and I was like, just barely, when she was sick again. I mean, when she was having a hard time, and I gave her that popsicle, and I'll probably cry, but it just made me think of that. Like, you know, we maybe didn't like need the $50 or whatever, but just like that, you know, I'm feeling overwhelmed that she's not feeling well and sick. And like then thinking about that person's act of kindness that then is providing her this popsicle, it just like is kind of like a little tender thought to your heart, you know, like you're like, it's okay, like we can do this. It was just a really little tender moment, and it brought like a lot of kind of tenderness to my heart, and kind of a sad moment for Ember. And I don't know, I just thought it was really special.
That's awesome. We'll have to do the same.
I know, I think it would be so fun to do something like that, and I think the kids would actually love to like have the opportunity to do something like that. So
for sure.
I do feel like our kids have been sick a lot, because like earlier, like a couple weeks ago, Brielle, a few of our kids had the stomach flu, you know? And then earlier this week, Jensen had like a little fever, but none of what the kids have had, they've all been different things. Yeah. They've all been totally different. So
it's this time of year.
I know. It's frustrating. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope wherever you guys are, you're healthy and you're happy. And if you're not, we're in it with you. So we're in it together.
Let's do this, team.
Yes. We'll see you guys later. Bye.